In this video, we're going to go through the controller settings for Ghost of Yotei. We're going to start out with the default settings. These are very similar to the settings for Ghost of Tsushima. So if you've been playing Ghost of Tsushima in preparation, you're going to be very good on this. So first, we'll start out with this square is the light attack. The triangle is the heavy attack. If you hold you get a focus attack on the triangle. Dash is just a one press of the circle. A double tap is a roll. X is jump. Right? So if we just look at the iconic symbols of Ghost of Yotei, see how they compare to Ghost of Tsushima. It's just that there's maybe a whole difference between them for the Ghost of Tsushima versus Ghost of Yotei. So that there's the double tap roll for the circle, and then there's the hold for the focus attack on triangle. And then camera movement is right. R3 is crouch or Etzo Wild's mounted count. So this is R3. So R is camera movement, that joystick. And then R3, press for crouch or Etzo Wild mounted camera. And then hold for listening. The left joystick is player movement, which is the same as Ghost of Tsushima. L3 is run gallop, which is the same as Ghost of Tsushima. Now, for the D-pad, press for the map and hold for time swap. I'm not quite sure what time swap is, but anyways. And let's see how that compares. I don't know if those were on Ghost of Tsushima or not. So the swipe was guiding wind and gestures. Press was for focused hearing. So the focused hearing is changed between the two. So go back to Ghost of Yotei. Listen is R3 hold. So you press, hold is time swap for Ghost of Yotei. Now in terms of the things, the guiding wind is up on the D-pad. The show respect is down on the D-pad. The draw weapon is swipe right on the D-pad, and play shamisen is swipe left on the D-pad. Now, quickfire is R1. Interact with fire ranged weapon is R2. So this is the shoot your ranged weapon or interact for R2. Aim is L2. A hold, select range weapon or ammo. So it's switching between range weapon and ammo. And then block or standoff is L1. So the standoff button is new. That has changed between the two games. Standoff used to be the up arrow. But now the up arrow is the spyglass. So this is the up arrow. Call horse is the same as the prior game, which is the left arrow. Heal is the down arrow. Hold for sake, and then photo mode is the right arrow, which is the same. And so it's largely the same. There's been some change in the listen is R3 now. And then the guiding wind is specifically up. Although I think that's probably still the same. So if we kind of send this to the bottom. Oops. Go back to controls. We've got mostly the same, except for that focused hearing is the R3. So I would, and also the standoff has changed. So, but almost everything else is the same in terms of the methods. Now, there are not stances in the new game, so instead of stances, it's weapon select, right? So R2 is the weapon select instead of stances, which is holding R2 will weapon select, versus a quick R2 will fire your ranged weapon. And then quick fire is R1, so maybe a weapon that you do not aim, such as the kunai. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Ghost of Yotei. Okay, so there's also this left-handed, that's the second controller scheme, as opposed to the left-handed melee. So left-handed's gonna put all the switch the D-pad functions with the triangle, circle, X, and square, but everything else is the same. So what melee alternate does is it puts R1 and R2 as light and heavy attacks, and then instead of having triangle be heavy attack and square be heavy attack, and so now square is quick fire and triangles interact or weapon select. The fourth and final controller scheme is going to be the melee alternate left-handed. So this is like the left-handed version where the D-pad and the triangles, circles, X and square are switched, but heavy and light attacks are on the L2 and L1 button. So the melee alternate right-handed has the light and heavy attacks on the right buttons, L1 and R1 and R2, and the left-handed melee alternate, the fourth option, puts light and heavy attacks on the L1, L2 button, and then switches the D-pads just like the left-handed settings. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Ghost of Yotei.